Welcome back to Death of the Outsider. Now it seems that the game keeps blessing us with random new cultists coming all over the place. I have no idea what that is about.
Someone's shooting at us!
Might be to make it more difficult, this specific level, or... I don't know, to be honest. Could be cultists coming in from other areas? Since they have bone charms, that's making me suspicious about the fact that it might actually be cultists coming in from other areas. But no matter. We are in the library. Oh. I just need... Oh. I haven't taken that one yet. Let's read that. An evaluation of the prominent eyeless of Karnaca. Jacobi, a further delay. He is a man of singular dedication. Any difficulty he encounters, he overcomes by sheer force of persistence. He is undoubtedly devoted to our intellectual ideas, a studious man, dispassionate, yet obsessive. In his single-mindedness, he can be prone to nervous fits and neglectful of himself and other duties. Furthermore, he is too enamored of the sanguine infusion, its effects on his mind. Yun, further delay. An aesthete. Aesthete. He appreciates the patterns and nuances of the void. His knowledge and passion would enrich our pursuits here, but the man is a celebrity. As of yet, he would not be suited to our rigors or our lifestyle. His public profile is too high to relocate without causing some alarm, and we believe he enjoys that fact. Michaels, to ascend within 3 years. A woman of consummate power, or consummate control. She has maintained a network of patrons and subordinates which has allowed our influence to spread and our studies to continue. Her reliability and constancy is unquestionable. It is through her efforts and resources that the dangerous relic from the outsider's creation has been kept secured. Our trust was not misplaced. Oh, interesting. Now, we have a cultist here, and a cultist there, and a cultist sitting there. That right leg might be the reason why they are all going all over the place. I don't know if going up there is a good idea. Come on. Oh. I can actually just walk up there. Which probably is easier than trying to walk around everything and having unsuccessful relocations and stuff like that. To the eye. Okay. That is one down. And I think that it would be a good idea to get her body out of sight. So let's... Apparently let's do that. That was not what I did. but sure.
The whalebone feels.
Let's try that one more time.
I can feel it through the fabric.
Drop.
It's so comforting.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take the hook mines, catch them. Save. Did I forget any body parts around here? The ritual hold. So the ritual hold is in the middle, then you have the void, and then you have Shindare, North Quarry, and outside of that is the Empire of the Isles. I'm not sure that map is very helpful, but we are at level 3, so I guess we are going to the void next, and then the ritual hole is probably where the outsider died. Library inventory and upkeep. Remigio. Our referencing system needs to be reviewed as soon as possible. Bibliographical inconsistencies have been noted in several recent works, which makes study and citation difficult. Some of the older texts have been gnawed at by rats and need to be rebound. Make sure there is no mold in the pages before removing the damaged binding. The mines can be damp in unexpected places. Also, put down more poison. The first lot is clearly not working. Have the latest accounts of sanguine infusion use been sent to us? It is needed for our research. Repeated use of these infusions seem to have a deleterious mental effect alongside prolonged contact with the void. It is of great interest. We must compare long and short-term consequences. One of the Eyeless in Karnaca has smuggled a letter along with the shipments of text and provisions. It was examined and burned. Its intended recipient is unknown, but it appears to be from a loved one. We will find out for whom it was written and deal with them accordingly. For now, direct the Eyeless to seek out the smuggler and the loved one. First Librarian, Servonero. Can the Outsider speak? An analysis of his visitations, Part 1. Excerpt from a monograph on encounters with the Outsider. It is a rare enough tale, but one which varies only in the tone and enthusiasm of its narrators. Select few are, through dreams or contact with shrines, transported to the void and converse with the Outsider himself. Some, it is said, walk away from these encounters with his favour. Naturally, it is difficult to untangle reliable accounts from the ramblings of desperate seekers of the Outsider's attention. Nevertheless, an analysis of these events is warranted. The Abbey of the Everyman warns that the Outsider walks among them, but to them he is merely the stranger who tempts you to infidelity or the pickpocket who robs you of trinkets. Only the barest understanding of the truth exists in their foolish litany. We of the Eye know where the Outsider truly lies. However, if these stories are to be believed, then we must question the extent of his power in the void. Does he choose these dialogues consciously? What is the nature of these conversations, if indeed they are intelligible? What is his physical nature in these moments? These are questions I attempt to answer in the chapters that follow. Interesting. That's part 3. I'll nab it while I have it. And we should look for part 2 as well. Lost Days at Shinderay. That one we have already read. Let's save, and there is part 2. But I want to make sure that there are no cultists down here. This goes back here. Okay, so part 2. Perhaps the most well-documented, yet also the most dubious of the outsider's visitations are his encounters with the men and women of the Abbey of the Everyman. Aside from vague descriptions of temptations which the overseers and oracular sisters both attribute to the outsider's presence, there are cases of outsider visitations in this category which merit our attention. The first is the bloviating account of the confrontation between the outsider and High Overseer Francis Perry. It is maintained that the outsider assumed the form of a large serpent and attacked the High Overseer in his chambers. I must stress the falsity of this story. The outsider's physical form exists bodily in the void and does not, as we know, shapeshift like a trickster from some fanciful tale. However, turning to the confessions of an excommunicated oracular sister by the name of Romana Kaim, we find a plausible tale. She recounted a dream in which the outsider appeared to her and, understanding the circumstances of her wrongful conviction of apostasy, offered her a gift. This was rejected. The next morning she was branded and turned out to the streets. And then we have part 3. The most common dialogic interactions recorded with the outsider are conjurations occurring at one of the many shrines to him constructed across the Isles. They are considered, like all things of interest, heretical by the Abbey and are forbidden from public view. These simple altars, often made of wood, wire and other materials found close at hand, are adorned with candles, dried herbs, coin and pieces of carved whalebone known to possess a blessing from the void. It is not known if any item beyond the latter makes a tangible difference to the shrine's power. Nevertheless, it is through these ritualized sites that contact with the outsider is thought possible. However, many such attempts are failures. Long are the lists of potential incantations, sacrificial animals, and bodily fluids which are said to compel the outsider to appear. None are successful. But yet there remain scattered first-hand accounts of people, bearing on their flesh what is known colloquially as the outsider's mark, which we recognize as the symbol engraved in whalebone runes, seemingly communing with these altars, and, when they wake, are able to recount specifics of the outsider's voice and appearance which do not vary substantially in their description. Yep, we might know something about that. Okay, so there is nothing of interest down here. Nor is there anything of interest here. I guess what we have to do then is move on to the eye itself. At least as long as there are no more cultists hanging about. Let's take this right leg and drop it up here. Okay, let's jump on over there. I believe there are 2 cultists in here as well. Oh, come on, don't do that. That is very annoying. Yep.
You'll have to be much more specific than that.
Inside the ritual hold, meeting the outsider face to face. His youthful form untouched by time. I've read varying sources which recount our forebears walking.
Someone's shooting at
Yes. Someone is indeed shooting at you. Now, let's make sure that those are the last ones.
That's it. The eye of the dead god.
Now we want to remove these bodies as well. I don't know if this is a secure enough hiding place, but now the music is going really creepy. Yep, that seems to work. Is there anything else of interest here? Here we are.
It's watching me.
Yes.
It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees. I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Okay. So we are now in the void. There is Malchiodi, so we need him. But I'm fairly certain that there is one of those creatures here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Envisioned. I think the only way we can get rid of those envisions are the Void Strike. And they also do that, which is not ideal. Yeah, and they kill you in one strike. Taking them out is annoying. Am I in the void now, or am I... I'm not in the void. Okay, let's get back into the void and then I have a quick save.
It's been a part of me since this all started.
Can't skip it.
It's cold. Dead. But it still sees.
Okay, let's try that again. We need to get past it. Just pause the recording so I can check how to take them out. Okay, so I think I have the general idea now. Notice how these two corpses are still present. Where did it go?
I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Apparently it moved off somewhere else. What I can do is go down here and place down these. Don't know if that'll be enough. They should have similar patrol routes that regular guards have, so it should return. Yeah, here we go. And then it's just a matter of getting in behind it and using the grabber on it. And that should also not give us spotted by enemies. Good. Player deaths one. Yes, I very much died. So you need to blow them out with a grenade or something. And you have a few seconds until it gets back up. Telescope. Okay, what's going on down there? To the ritual hold.
My bone talisman and whale oil for a few hours.
Interesting. Here's Malchiodi and his last notes. 25th of the month of rain. What I do for the sake of my studies. The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. The others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They are simply too cowardly to pursue it. The only means to the ritual hold lies in pieces, suspended at the moment in time in which that ancient gate was shattered. I will break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it, and to attempt to trespass. I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in a safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment. Wasted youth in the Academy of Natural Philosophy, my time with the Eyeless, my years in this sanctum, and now I may finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. So that's the other way. Notice how we are in the same place. Just slightly alternative realities here. Let's take this guy out. I don't even know if it is a guy. It seems to have a female face. And this, by the way, is why I moved all the bodies away. I told you that I would tell you. It is because this exists in the same place. Like you have these two parallel realities. Thing should probably zap soon. Maybe not. No idea what it's doing, to be honest. Seems to be stuck. Making sure that I wasn't seen. Nope. That's that thing out of the way. Now, there is all the corpses down there. Straying too far away from our physical form. Let's get up on these pipes here. Try to see if there is something going on here? This is completely changed. That way. And there's an envisioned. Doesn't seem to be any of them in here either. Those guys fell down, but that's fine. We only have to worry about that thing. That thing is handily enough coming in here. Let's do a quick save. Uncertain if it saw me, because it did go red. Yes, it did see me. Let's quick load then. Okay, I'm not going to waste 2 grenades on that. Yep, it does see me. So maybe wait. Or even jump over there and then grenade it from behind instead. That seems to work better, yes. It's a really cool effect, that. Now, did it see us this time? No. Save. Does this hollow? No, that's the same. We can go in this door now. Let's close it. There is a lot of the mark of the outsider going on here.
The combination to his safe might have something to do with those strange symbols.
Probably dead right set on that. Okay, so what did you leave behind?
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base material for it to mirror. However, there is one place that has no referent in our world. Though I know the void sees into our hearts, my fellows call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle, others say a tomb. The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself. It would be as futile as it is forbidden to enter. These are thoughts for another time. My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning. These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language, or the language of the dead? Perhaps that could be the title of my next monograph.
Okay, so
is that the mark of the outsider? This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Yes, it is the mark of the outsider, Billy. The mark of the outsider consists of 2, 6, and 9. So is it then 962? Probably. Get the Void Gambler Corrupt Bone Charm. Probably not something we want to use. Major chance that power use will consume no void energy, but significant chance that power use will drain additional void energy. Yeah. Gambler indeed. Malchiode's Diary. 2nd month of darkness. I am now certain of the meaning of that script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he merged with the void. And if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the envisioned years ago would be undone. This revelation sends shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that could undo everything our collegiate has accomplished. 11th month of high cold. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people, long ago, spoke with the spirits. But speculation is one of the many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. That is a tongue twister. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void. But to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. 27th month of high cold. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost.
What? The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
So the question is, what is his name? Well, the autograph didn't provide us any clues on that, but it might be that we just know it now. So what's happened with this room? I wonder. That is a very effective way of getting rid of them. I think there was a leg or something as well, but that appears to have disappeared. Yeah, that definitely is the void. That's for sure. To the ritual hold. Let's see if there are any more of those envisioned. There appears to be a note up there, but of course I will fall down into the void. Let's jump up here. The envisioned that was standing here we got rid of. Oh, maybe the note was just a pair of pants. there's one. And that one is probably looking for me. However, I think we'll take that one out in the next episode, which will probably be the final episode as well. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next and most likely final episode.